So I love FNaF, and I also love Hytale, but using Alt Tab to switch between them just won't do it anymore. Introducing Fastback. This is a mod I made that had some blocks and animatronics from the first game, and is, as far as I can tell, the very first publicly available FNaF mod for Hytale. This initially all started in a group chat where I reacted to two of my mod developer friends about the FNaF mod I wanted to make, and it turned out one of them already had this very original idea, so she decided to provide me with some of the models for it, while Ad handles all the technical things. I first added some building blocks as I wanted to build out the FNaF 1 location, but the path to get there was immediately a lot of things went wrong, such as my friend's modeling team vanishing into thin air, Hytale releasing earlier than I thought, and Hypixel providing close to zero information on how to mod this game. Thankfully, by that point, Modding Jesus already made some tutorials on Hytale plugin development. I quickly started work on the FNaF 1 map, and I used a bunch of placeholder blocks I was meaning to replace later, such as the ugly wooden chairs that would probably snap in half if you sat on them. I then added ambient sounds to the lights, and Morse code apparently. Then I slapped together some prop models for the party table and chair and added in a blast door that actually does play a little bouncy animation when you close and open it. I could stare at this for hours. In fact, I already might have. Next was the bear himself, and oh boy, Hytale does not want you to add NPCs. I had to work with a JSON file raw in a text editor with no documentation or IDE support. And I ended up having to make Freddy by copying over the classes from the base game skeleton NPC, which ended up making him look pretty funny for a while. He ended up looking pretty good in the end, and even has his little animations, but he still just does this sometimes, and I can't really do anything about it as it appears to be a Hytale bug. Anyway, thank you for listening to my yap session. The mod is out on CourseForge and Modtail, and this is the first video I've made that isn't a meme or a small animation, so let me quickly introduce myself. I am Floof, and I'm a hobbyist 3D artist and music producer from Romania. I plan on doing a lot more technical videos talking about projects I'm working on, such as the FNaF fan games I'm currently making. But naturally, as the newfangled YouTuber that I am, I gotta ask you something more formally. Oh, and I'm hosting a test server at the IP I'm showing above that has the FNaF 1 map I've built, and I'll update it over time, maybe to a point where you can actually play FNaF 1 in it. Also, thanks to all these people.